Hi guys, and welcome back to another mega tutorial. Today we're going to be learning how to build the USS Nautilus, which I believe was the first world's nuclear submarine. It's a really cool kind of sub as well. So just a couple of bits about the actual build itself. It's 98 blocks long, 22 high, and 15 wide. So I've got it in two different colour schemes here. I've got it in the grey and I've also got it in the black. I usually do mine in the grey just because it shows up a lot better. You can actually see the lines and everything like that a lot clearer than say this one that doesn't stand out as much. So I'm just going to fly over kind of this tutorial area while talking to you guys about what you can expect. So I'm going to split this kind of tutorial up into three different sections. The first is going to be the nose, which is 24 blocks, and then it's going to be the main kind of middle body, which is the most simplest part out of all of it. It's basically a shape that you just drag down 43 blocks, and also we'll put on the tower there, which is pretty simple. And then the last is going to be the actual end section, which is just 31 blocks long in total, which this will probably be the most difficult part, but all of the subs in general are really easy to do. So this is going to be a layer by layer tutorial, as most of my tutorials are. So I'm going to go through every single layer and build it with you. It'll be the second time that I've actually built this build as well. So if you are building this one on a server or just in your own world and you're going to upload a video or something like that, please do make sure that you credit me for the design, because I do spend a lot of time splitting up these tutorials to make them as clear as possible and easy to follow for you guys. You know, I do all of this stuff for you guys. So as long as you just give me the credit for the design, just say, you know, designed by Lord Daka, and that'll be absolutely fine. Just put a sign or a kind of thing in the description, and that'll be fine. So let's get started on this awesome build. Okay, so if you are building this under the water, I've actually put where I kind of put my actual layers in red here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The only problem with actually doing it 6 layers under, you do get, you know, at least 3 layers of the main body of the sub out of the water to be seen. But if you do have your water on this level, you're actually gonna be able to see these 2 gold pieces of the actual propeller itself. So it's really up to you where you want to put it. So let's get started anyway. So for layer number 1, what you're going to do is you're just going to place down 1 block. Now you're going to go 3 wide, and this will be 3. So you got 3 by 3 square behind it, and now you're going to go 20. So you got 5 wide. That'll be a 20. So count on that one: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And bring this one down on the other side as well. And then just fill this one in solid, and we'll get on to layer number 2. And for layer number 2, what you're going to do is just going to place a block on top of this one and add one to each side. Then just come to the back on each of these. It just goes across this part. And now what we're going to do is you're going to have a 5. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now you're just going to outline all the way right to the end here. So do that on the other side, and we'll get on to layer number 3. And now for layer number 3, what you're going to have is 3 blocks coming across the front. Now you're going to go here and you go 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's just one short of this part. So it's just kind of creating a step pattern here. Now you got a 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now all you're going to do is just outline the ship again, just going right to the back. Do it on the other side and we'll get on to the next layer. And for layer number 4, you're just going to come across the front again with 3. Now you got a 4. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you got a 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it should just be 2 short here. Now this one's just going to go straight on top of the last layer here, just going to cross here. Just like that, so we just have 2 coming over, and then just copy it onto the other side, and we'll go on to the next layer. And then layer number 5 is actually really, really easy. All it is exactly the same as layer number 4, so you're just going to put them directly on top of the last layer. And now for layer number 6, what you're going to do, the front part, you're just going to build up another 3, another 4, and now you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, so it's just going to be an extra block here. Now this one goes straight on top as well. So the only difference between this layer and the last layer is just this one block here, which is going to create in this strange circular bit here. So do it on the other side and we'll get on to the next layer. Now for layer number 7, if you're doing it exactly the same as me, you'll actually be out of the water. So I'm onto my white wall for this part. So what you're going to do is you're going to come across the front by 3 again, and then you're just going to come in on each side, just adding on here. Now you're going to have a 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, so it should be 1 in. And now you're going to have an 11, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then these ones just go straight on top, so do that on the other side and we'll get on to the next layer. And now we're just going to add in these side fin parts here. So what you're going to do is, on that layer of 11 that you've got, you're going to leave 3 of these blocks, go to the 4th one, add 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3. So you've got 3 blocks here. like that. You can add 3, then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another 4. So these actually aren't accurate to the actual ones on the ship itself. I believe the ones on the ship itself are actually straight, so if you wanted it to be completely accurate, you could do them completely straight, but boxes never look quite that good in Minecraft. It's always best to round things as close as possible. So I've rounded these ones like that. Okay, and now for the next layer, which is layer number 8, what you're going to do is just going to have, on the front here, you're going to have a 1, then a 2, then a 6, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then this one just goes straight on top and all the way back as well, so it'll be on the inside. So do that same on the other side. And now what you're going to do for layer number 9 is you're just going to come in on the inside of all of these parts, and you're just going to fill this part in solid. So this is actually the top of the sub. There's only there's only one slight difference, so just fill this in and I'll tell you what to do. And once you've done that, come right to the back, and the last 7 is going to add a block here. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which should be in line with this kind of part here. So it's the same on the other side as well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now what you can do is if you grab another piece of wool just for the time being, this will just mark the end of this section. So put it in the top here. It'll be really useful to actually, as you can see here, I've gone around the entire outside. I'm just going to put 1 block on mine. But it'll be easier to actually count back onto this bridge section itself. So we're just going to build up this body, which will be really easy. Okay, so now for the longest section of the sub, which is also the easiest, which is 43 blocks going back here. We're just going to set up the main body of the sub. So make sure 100% that you do mark this part, either if you just take out one of the blocks and put in another colour block, or if you put one on top or whatever. So what you're going to do is just do this shape, which is 5, 1, 5, 1, and you can have a 5, 1, and it just kind of repeats around. So it's just 5, 1, kind of circle like that. So this is the new section, and what you're going to do is count in this block that you put down. You're going to go 43. So you're just going to bring all of these back to a total height, total length of 43. And then what we'll do is we'll actually cut out this bridge section. So this is the easiest part of the sub, the middle part. So just drag this 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, 1 all the way back, 43 blocks, count in this kind of template that I put in, and we'll get onto the bridge. Okay, so once you've pulled that all the way back, just this point, again, what I did is I just put in this blue kind of bit so that you've got like a link between the two different sections. You kind of got it quite clear of what we're actually adding on. And those kind of things might make it a bit easier. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to build up this actual tower section itself. So I'm going to just do it out of white wool again, just make it out of your main hull colour. So hopefully you guys have kept that block there as well. Okay, so behind this you should have a 4 block gap, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just marking them out in the stone slabs at the minute. And then you can have a 1, 1, and now a 10. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and now a 1 and a 1. So it's the same on the other side, so just do that on the other side. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to come on the inside of all of these and make them a total height of 7. So count that block you put down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're just going to go all the way around just on the inside part, making it to a total height of 7 for the time being. And then we'll just kind of cut out where you need to cut out, so let's just do that. Okay, so once you've got that and you've just kind of raised the inside bit up to a total height of 7, what you're going to do on the back is you're just going to have these 3 here. So you can just cut off 3 off the top of that part. And then we're just going to create a step pattern a little bit higher like that. And in this part we're just going to raise this up, this section here just in there, and it just kind of goes back to there. And you can also fill in this floor. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to put in where you put in the actual kind of trap door hatch type thing. I just put it in. You've got 1 full block here, and then what you can do is bring down this, if I can actually click it, which for some reason I can't, there we go. Bring this down all the way here into the actual ship itself, and then just put your ladder on. This will be your kind of like direct route out of the ship itself. So you can put that in, so that will get you right down into here. And now what we'll just do is we'll just put the antennas on the top, and we'll get onto the rear section. So what I use for this part is cobblestone wool. So you're going to go up twice with cobblestone wool here, leave a block gap, then have 1, and then leave a block gap, then have 1. If you don't have your cobblestone wool, use anything for a kind of substitute. Like you could use the actual hull colour itself and have 4 blocks on these parts if you wanted to. Then on this one you're going to go up by 4, so you got 1, 2, 3, and 4. This one just got up by 3 in total, sorry. then just on the kind of side parts, you're just going to go out like this, and then the front one just go up by 1. And that finishes off the actual tower for getting into the actual sub. So now we've just got this back section, which is quite easy to do, so let's do this. Okay, so what you're going to do is just going to add 5 blocks here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then go in and go 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's just going to be 2 in the back. So when you do on the other side, you'll have 5, 4, and that'll connect onto the 2, and then just fill that part in solid, and we'll get onto the next layer. And then what you're going to do is you're going to add 8 blocks to this one here. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Don't worry about the empty space there. And now you've got 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now 3, 2, 3, and then a 2 on the end, just like that. So what you're going to do is do that on the same on the other side, and then just fill in these gaps, just like this. And you'll do the same on the other side as well, and just fill in the gaps with solid. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to have a 4, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, then a 10, so 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, just like that. And a 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and a 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then just do that on the other side and fill in all of these parts. And then just to finish off this layer, what you need to do is you need to come to this long 7 that you've got, come in 1 block and do 4, then come in 1 block again and you got a 3 like this. So this is just building up this actual kind of the actual rudders themselves, which has got on it, which has got 4 on the back here. So let's put that in and we'll go on to the next layer. Okay, and now from the next layer you're going to have a 7, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you got a 9, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. A 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now you're going to have a 4, so you've got 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then a 3, 1, 2, 3. So just go straight on top. Now what you can do is you can actually put the propellers in now. So where you've got this 4 here, just come in 1 block. Just going to place a block, leave a block gap, and you're going to come kind of up and diagonal, and you're just going to build this kind of shaft here. So you've got these 2 like this. Then on the diagonals of these, you've also got them going like that, and it's the same on the other side. So once you've got this 4 on the other side, and you can do exactly the same, just kind of 1 block. Just going to have a 1 block gap. Got this kind of main shaft here, and you're just going to come out on each side like that. So do it the same on the other side, and we'll get on to the next layer. Okay, and then for the next layer, what you're going to do is you're going to add 8 blocks. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now you're going to have a 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, which will bring you right next to this one here. Now you're just going to have a 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then just a 1 right on the back. So do the same on the other side, and we'll start putting in, you can't really see it on this one, but you can see it on this one, the actual rudder that just gets attached onto the side, and also this back part here. Okay, so all you're going to do in front of this one here is just going to add 2 blocks, and then just going to add 4. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 sets of 1s there. So it's the same on the other side. So 2 blocks, and then a 4. You could, if you want to, actually just attach it into here and take out that block, which might look a bit better. I'm just going to leave mine in just in case I have to lay on top, and it'll make it a little bit easier that way. So let's do the rudders for the back part here. So these are right behind these ones, so you're going to add 3 blocks, and then 3 blocks, then 3 blocks. You're just going to add an extra 1 on this part here. So you got 3, 3, 3, 3, and a 1, just like that. Okay, so for the next layer, what you're going to do is you're going to add 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then you're going to come onto the inside. This time you got a 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And I got 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it just covers up that hole. Let's do the same on the other side, and I'll show you what to do. And then once you've got it on the other side, where you've got this 5, you're just going to connect those 2 kind of side parts together and just fill it in solid. And then on this part, you're just going to add an extra block just here, just to connect those kind of lines together. And that finishes off that layer. And then we're just going to start off the next layer just by doing the rudder in case I forget. So you're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 directly on top of the last one. So then you got 4, then you got 3. So it's just mirroring what we've got down here pretty much. So you can see up here it's exactly the same like that. And now what you're going to do is you're just going to come on the inside this time. So you're going to come in by one block here. And now you're going to go 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And now you got a 6, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And just a 3. I just got a 1 like that. Do the same on the other side. I'll show you which bits to kind of fill in solid. And then the ones you're going to fill in solid are just these 3 here. And then again, you're going to add just kind of like these connecting pieces onto both of those parts, so it just kind of squiggles around. So let's do the next layer. Okay, so next layer, this one's directly on top of the last. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you're going to come in, you got an 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now 3, 2, 3, and then a 1. Just like that. Do the same on the other side. I'll show you which bits to fill in solid. So the only ones you're going to fill in solid are just 2 of these ones, and then just these 2, just like that. And now for the next layer, and the actual final layer, what you're going to do is you're just going to fill up this hole here. You're going to have a 2, and a 2, and now this one goes straight on top all the way to the back. It connects in. It's got a 2, 2, 2, 2, and then it just goes straight on top of this one. So you have this run of 5, which is straight on top of the last, like that. So just fill this top in, and we are done with this tutorial. So well done, guys, you've completed the USS Nautilus, which is the world's first nuclear submarine. It's a pretty easy build. Hopefully you guys haven't got stuck in any parts. The subs are usually the most easiest to follow, and definitely the most easiest for me to actually get done. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next tutorial.